Hey guys, today I'm filming my spring makeup must-haves. This is going to be a really product heavy video, so I will have everything listed down below. I'm going to be mentioning products for eyes, cheeks, lips, and nails. I will be mentioning some things that were limited edition or discontinued. It is not to rub it in your face. It is to remind you to pull these out of your collection if you have them. And I'm just genuinely letting you know what products I plan on using for the season. Some of these things are new to me that I have not tried yet, and others are tried and true favorites. And I'm very stereotypical when it comes to the colors I like to wear in the spring, and that would be mostly pastels. I do have some great springtime neutrals where just something about the tones of these makes me feel like spring. And we'll just jump on in. It's gonna be a lot. So starting with eyes and my custom Z palette of singles. And I'm so bummed I did not get to use my winter one at all this year because I was testing so many palettes. It might happen again. So I will have all the shades down below listed by row, but basically right here we have the Divina Exploders, which are all named after Willy Wonka candy. Then this row has got one Looksy shadow, this one, and the rest are Makeup Geek. Purples, then we've got some more neutrals and peachy colors. This one is Looksy. Then we have Makeup Geek, ColourPop, and MAC. And then all these are ColourPop minis, some that I depotted and then some that my friend Jean depotted. I know a few of these are from the My Little Pony palette, and I'm not sure about the rest. I don't know if all of these have names written on them. I think most of them do, but anyway, I will have all of them in the description box listed out by row. And then I have some single shadows in pots. So I have 4 neutrals and then 2 more colorful shades. I'll start with the colorful ones. This is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Mint For You. It's a metallic finish. I do believe that this one is available at Ulta. It's such a perfect mint shade. It's not too white based where it looks gross on the lid, if you know what I mean. Some things I feel like just like draw attention to the texture on your lids. This one doesn't. It's really nice. And then this was limited edition, and this is something I really hadn't used much, and then I wore it yesterday and it looked so beautiful. So this is a Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pot in Unleashed. It's like a blurple color. It looks so pretty on the lids. I really like that one. It's super easy to apply. Then these 4 lid shades are like rose gold, champagne, and then I have one that's essentially NARS Orgasm except a little bit more champagne. And for all of these lid shades, my go-to transition and crease color, I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to guess. Yes, you're right. That would be Anastasia, Birkin for transition, and Bengal for the crease. Great warm tone shades that I don't find to be too orange. I've panned one of each of these in the past. Really good formula. And the first lid shade was limited edition. I'm so sad I did not buy the mint one when it released. I didn't have as much cheddar back then. My friend Amanda decluttered this to me. It is one of my favorite products that has been decluttered to me. I still need to do that video. I really kind of have to go back through my old videos and remind myself what things were given to me. But anyway, this is a Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in the shade Magic Moment. So on top, you have this really gorgeous, very sticky cream shadow base. And then on the bottom, you have this loose pigment. The formulas go so well together. I have no issues with application, even though it sounds like it might be a nightmare. No issues whatsoever. This is such a gorgeous rose gold with like a little bit of copper in it. It's just like a little warmer than some other rose golds. Next, I have an Ilamasqua Iconic Chrome Pigment Paint in the shade Alluring. You can purchase this from Look Fantastic with the code 22 Heather. I'll have it down below for 22% off. It is broken, so I need to press it back into place, but this is basically a little bit more of a pinky rose gold. And I have heard from Khaki, which is why I bought this, that they're not all created equally and that this one is the most incredible. So I really do like that color. It's super pretty. Then I have 2 other Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pots. If I was going to work every day, one of these 4 on my lid And then this transition crease is what I would wear. And in the past, I did do that a good bit with these shades before the freaking pandemic, which has taken so many years of our life at this point. But these two shades I love so much. And I also think they're getting rid of these, which is so disappointing because they're so good. But if you can get them on sale, I recommend it. It's my favorite single shadow formula. So this is the shade Paradise Found, which is a really pretty peachy champagne. And oh, they come with that little sifter in there, which is very, they also come with that little stopper, which is helpful in the big ones. In the small ones, it doesn't help because it's smaller than the actual opening of the product. Ridiculous. Anyway, this one is Frose. This is the one that's similar to NARS Orgasm, except instead of as much gold, it's a little bit more champagne. So pretty. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you my 3 pencil liners before they just get lost in this box here. So they're all from ColourPop. I love the creme gel liner formula. I know I'm in the minority. I don't mind that they break. I don't mind that I have to apply them a special way because they work so well for me. This first one was limited edition, but they've released it a couple times. This is Rosette. This is like a rose gold and a copper mixed together. My first time trying their metallic formula, and it's so good. Very pigmented. And then I have these two that I've used up before and repurchased. They have discontinued and brought these back so many times. I hate that ColourPop does that to me. So this first one is Prance. It's a periwinkle blue and it is a matte finish. And then we have Zulu, which is a mint, also a matte finish. So I love these for just popping on my waterline lower lash line. They really complement any look. Go great with all of these more neutral tone lid options that I mentioned. Now getting into the palettes, I have some small ones, some big ones. I'm gonna start with my 3 more neutral picks. And all of these are like a little peachy because you guys know I love a good old peachy neutral. Oh Lord, the first one is so annoying to open. This is the M Cosmetics Divine Skies palette in Magic Hour. So you have 3 shimmers and 3 mattes in here. So pretty, a really good formula. I really don't like this packaging. Like it's cute, but it's so hard to open. I would love for them to like work on this a little bit more, but the products inside is so good. Then we have my newest obsession. I got this during the VIB sale. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Biba palette. And I actually wear all of these together and they're so good. This shimmer reminds me of the ones in the Glam Face palette because it's like wet. It's so good. I really love that. And this is going to be another like good go-to work look for me. And then this is a palette I have not used yet. I'm very excited to. And this is from Kaleidos and this is the Sashimi City palette. So you have 2 more duochrome shimmers and then 4 mattes. I wish that both of these weren't so similarly brown. It's really like the undertones are different and like the depths a little bit, but I know it's just Steph really loves this one, so I'm hoping I love that one just as much as her. And then I just have like more peachy options here, so I will show you those and then we'll get into the more colorful things. So this was a limited edition palette from ColourPop. She's Got Solstice. So beautiful. Then I have something that is permanent. You guys are not surprised. You know that's one of my favorite palettes, ColourPop Sweet Talk. I don't like the pressed glitters, but everything else in here is really good. And this I think was the first time ColourPop included a pressed glitter. So maybe the newer palettes, like the newer, like this, but new. I got this when it first released. I'm trying to say that like maybe the ones that you can buy from their website now or from Ulta that are still this palette, maybe the glitters formulated differently, but it's very messy in this palette, whereas some other palettes that have come out since then I don't think are as messy glitter wise. You get it. You get it. Next is something that is so good. This is the Natasha Denona Coral palette. These 2 here are more summer, but these 3 are very spring, very beautiful, very gorgeous. I really like the way that all of those perform. Then we have the Zoeva Precious palette. I have not liked the other Zoeva palettes I've tried. This one I think it's good. I love the size of the palette, the size of the shadows, and the formula is great. I like this color, especially for the spring. Some of these others I might wear a little bit more winter time. That one's a little bit more fall to me, but if you are not as stereotypical, I have to wear pastels in the spring, I think you guys would like this one. Good formula as well. Now getting into some of the more colorful options. I'm just gonna grab them in a row so I don't miss any of them. So this is the Juvia's Place Rebel Mints palette. So you have 2 shimmers, 2 mattes, 2 more green, 2 more blue. This one has a little bit of a duochrome flash. These mattes don't blend out the best, but it's just because of the type of color. They actually build pretty well if you use a dense brush. So I kept it simple and just went with like 1 matte in the 1 shimmer, and it worked pretty well. Then I have the Natasha Denona Jubilee palette. All of these are from other existing palettes. This 5-pan was made for BoxyCharm. I'm sure you can get it several places online. I got mine for a really cheap price from the BoxyCharm Facebook group. And I think that these are all really nice. I especially love the mattes, big surprise, but I do think that this is a pretty shimmer, as is this one. But these 2 are my favorite. Next is a palette I have not used. I haven't even hauled it yet, but it looks so perfect for spring. I got this half off. The Too Faced 2 Femme. I haven't heard too much about this. I loved the teddy bear palette in the same packaging style, so I'm hoping I like this one, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous, but I got it for 16 bucks, which is not bad. Then I have another palette that I have not hauled yet. Both of these are gonna be in my March haul. This is the Kaleidos Lunar Lavender palette. Wow, these colors are beautiful. And then I have one more Kaleidos palette. This is the Flower Punk. I've not used this one yet either. I'm really gonna stick to these 5 shades here. These ones are a little bit more fall to me, but I'm really excited to use this. Next I have the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. This palette throws me off that it's half pastel, half neutral, because I don't know that these neutrals necessarily go with these pastels, except for like these. I guess they mostly do. I don't know why, but I love this row. The formula of this is great. I really like these shades in particular, and a little bit of this for the spring. And then we have what I'm wearing in my eyes today. This is the Pat McGrath Huetopian Dreams. If you don't have this, you don't need it. I think it's special, but it's so expensive unless you can get it for a really great price on her website. I say pass, but I had it, so I'm gonna be using this. And I think there are some shades in here that are very gorgeously springy. And my last palette is Glam Light Ice Cream Dream. Some neutrals, some pastels, and some brights. I definitely need to play around with this one a little bit more. So those were all of my options for eyes. Now moving on to cheeks. I have 3 bronzers and 1 contour product. And one of these bronzers is a classic favorite of mine for spring, but these other 2 I've just realized that I think these colors will work so well for spring, and I'm more excited to use them. So first classic is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the original bronzer shade. I have panned one of these before. It has a nice glowy finish without being shimmery. Then for a nice shimmery option, I finally tried this bronzer and fell in love. Unfortunately, this has been discontinued, but you may be able to find this at Nordstrom Rack or at a cosmetics company store. This is the Too Faced Sweethearts Bronzer in Sweet Tea. And I was using this a lot in winter just because I couldn't put it down, but it's a little bit warmer tone where I think it would look nicer in spring. And then this was something that was in the chopping block, but now that I've used it a couple more times, I do really like it, and I think it's gonna be great for spring. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. I hope a lot of you guys were able to pick this up. His brand is on a hiatus or whatever it is. Then I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep specific contour products, but this has been my go-to for spring, so I'm gonna play around with it more. It's a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer Original. This is too dark for me to use as like a regular bronzer. This is too dark for me to use as a regular bronzer, but as a contour product, I do like it. Then for highlighter, I only have a couple options. I might want to go through what I have, and I have so many for fall that I think are some more champagne shades that I could use in spring, but this is what I have for now. So it'll be good to get use out of them because I don't have too many picks. The first that I'm wearing today, this is my most wearable, softest one. This is Becca's Moonstone because it matches my skin tone so well. You just notice that natural glow. Super easy for day to day. Then this is my more fun highlight. And this is Benefit Tickle. It's super intense. It's a really beautiful pink color that is, you can see a little bit of that like warm shimmery flash to it. It's very pretty. I was surprised how well it worked on my skin, but it definitely does. And then I have this face palette from MAC. It's the Hyper Real Glow in Flash and Awe. This color is a little dark for me, but I can mix it with these two shades here. Such a nice formula, very smooth, but it does have a lot of glow. Then I've got blushes and face palettes. So I do have a couple of cream blushes. I have some more that I want to play with, see what season, but these two I knew for sure were very spring. The first is my favorite cream blush formula, the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur, and this is Pink Sky. A really nice, like warm pink, but it's not peach. And then I haven't used this one yet. I'm so excited to. This is one of the M Cosmetics So Soft blushes in Lychee. Just a really great light pinky peach shade. Looks so perfect. Then for single blushes, Becca made such good ones. I'm gonna hold on to mine forever. This is the Mineral Blush in Flower Child. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. This is not as warm or golden as NARS Orgasm is. Oh, I love this one so much. Then another great classic for me is the Persona Super Blush in Georgia. A really pretty, again, more pink tone peach. It's a matte finish, very pigmented. Then for another matte blush, another peach, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Captivating. And really all of my blushes are peach. Then we have the M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow in Magic Hour. I haven't worn this one yet. I'm so excited to. This one does have a bit more of a shimmery finish. And then this is one of my oldest blushes. I did buy a new one a couple years ago. This is the Balm Frat Boy Blush. Such a gorgeous color, great matte finish as well. And then I have a couple of face palettes. So this first one is a little duo. This is new to me, the Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo. You have a cream blush and a powder highlight. This highlight looks like it'd be a little dark for me, but it does work. I'm really liking this formula so far. Then I think these are still on sale on the Sephora website. I hope both colors are available. This is the Artist Couture Love Sprung Blush Palette Volume 1. This neutral shade is just okay, but these other two I really like. Even though I don't like pink blushes typically, this color is really pretty. Very pigmented, but they blend out nicely. Then I don't think this is available on the Sephora website anymore, but this was available for a long time and then on sale for a while as well. This is the Jouer Champagne and Macaroons Blush Palette in Sweet Cheeks, which is the lighter version. So you have a really pretty champagne highlight, a matte blush, and then a matte peach blush and a shimmer pink blush. I actually love all the formulas and the colors so much. This is such a good palette. Then I have the NARS Wanted 1 palette, 1 highlight, 5 blushes. These three I'm gonna wear the most. I will dabble with this one. I'm scared of this one, but I'm gonna give it a shot. But these right here are some good go-to, like easy shades, not too intense, so it goes well with lots of different products. And this one I have not used yet either. This is the Pat McGrath Bridgerton cheek palette, but these are all permanent products. You have the blushes in Cherish and Nymphette, and then the Venus Nectar highlighter. And again, just some of the few pink options that I have. So now moving on to lip products, I do have some pastel-y options, but not too pastel. I found that to not be flattering. It washes out my skin tone too much. It makes my teeth look too yellow. So my lip picks for spring have changed so much over the years, where I have a lot more neutral lip options, not light nudes, but neutral options that lean a little peachy, a little pink. Lots of options here. So I'll show you the swatches at the end, but I'm just gonna pick up the products and go. First, I've got lipsticks, and I went through a phase last year of buying tinted lip balms, and I honestly wish I didn't, and I wish I just bought glosses instead, but I have them, so I want to use them. So I have a MAC Glow Play lip balm in Sweet Treat, which is a nude, very sheer. You really have to apply a lot of this to layer it up. So I honestly, like, I don't recommend picking these up. They're very sheer, but I have it, I want to use it. It is like a little bit of a thicker consistency. It is hydrating, but I could just use a clear chapstick, but I have it, I want to use it. Then this is a lipstick that I've tried in so many seasons, and I think I'll like this for spring because it does have more pink in it. And what finish is this? This is an amplified finish. This is MAC's Blankety. I'm not super in love with MAC lipsticks. I've tried them several times throughout the years, but I do have this one, want to get some use out of it. Then I've got some Buxom Full Force lipsticks, which this is my favorite lipstick formula. I would love for them to release new shades. And this first one is another pinky nude. In comparison, this has a little bit more peach in it. This is Heartthrob. And then we have White Russian. This was a limited edition shade, super pink compared to the gloss, but I actually like this. It depends on the makeup look, but this is like the only true pink lipstick that I have. And then I really like this one. This is the MAC Love Me lipstick range, and this is a really pretty peachy color called Très Blasé, but it does have a little bit of nude in it as well. And then lastly, this one is a little bit brighter, so I think this could look really good in summer as well, but I'd be excited to see what this looks like on deeper skin. And this is the M Cosmetics Lip Cushion in the shade Magic Hour Super Melty. So all of those were nice glossy cream finishes. Now I have 4 liquid lipsticks. I haven't purchased any liquid lipsticks in forever, but there are some that I still just can't let go of and I want to get use out of. And one of them would be this little mini NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade Le Freak. It's just a really pretty light peachy neutral color. This is a very interesting formula. And then I've got my favorite liquid lipstick formula, which would be Dose of Colors, and I have 3 shades here that I like for spring. Bear With Me, Lazy Daisy, and Rosebud. Rosebud is a very cool tone, purpley pink color. Lazy Daisy is more of like a muted pink, a little bit mauve-y, but not quite. And then Bear With Me is a really pretty like corally peach color. I really, really love that formula. Then for glosses, I've got some more neutrals and then some brighter options. So starting with the neutrals, 2 from Buxom. The first one is White Russian. I've tried this in a lot of seasons as well, and I just don't love this color, honestly, but I think I would like it a lot more in spring. I have been using that in winter where I've been wearing really dark eye looks, and this is just a really light lip. And then I also have Bellini. So this is a nude pink and this is a nude peach, and this one does not have as much white in it. It's not as light. Then I've got some more pigmented gloss options. This first one is the M Cosmetics True Gloss and Secret Blush. This is a really pretty nude pink shade. Then I have the Fit Glow Beauty Lip Color Serum and Nudie. This is more of a pinky neutral as well. I used up a little mini in the shade Regal, which is a purple tone pink that is gorgeous, and it is more pink than purple, so it's a little bit more wearable for me, but it's not super white base. I really loved that color and would consider buying that again in the future. It'd be so good for spring. And then I have 2 more that are new to me, but I'm really liking them, and that would be the Natasha Denona I Need a Rose Gloss in the shade Daphne. And I don't know the name of these. The new L'Oreal Liquid Lip Balms in the shade Feathery Fleur. So again, a little bit more neutral of options. I have 5 brighter glosses, 3 of which are pink, all different tones of pink. This first one is the brightest. It is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Gloss in Daisy Pink. Then I'll compare that to the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper in Bear Pink, a little bit more white based, but not as cool tone. And then the warmest pink option, this is a new current collection from Buxom. I haven't hauled this one yet either. This is the Lip Cream in Strawberry White Sangria. Ooh, it looks so pretty. And that's this ice cream collection. And then I'll compare these so you can see them as well. So this one has more peach in it. This is the Buxom Full Lip Cream and Creamsicle. And then I also have the shade Frose, which was from a limited edition collection, which is very purple. I got this from TJ Maxx for a great price, which is why I have it, but it's a little intense. So here are the swatches up close. This is MAC Glow Play Lip Balm in Sweet Treat, MAC Blankety Lipstick, Buxom Heartthrob and White Russian, then MAC Très Blasé and M Cosmetics Lip Cushion in Magic Hour, then NARS Liquid Lipstick in Le Freak, and then all of these are Dose of Colors, Bear With Me, Lazy Daisy, Rosebud. Then I've got my glosses here. So we have Buxom White Russian and Bellini. Then M Cosmetics Secret Blush. Then M Cosmetics Secret Blush, Fit Glow Beauty Nudie, Natasha Denona Daphne, and L'Oreal Feathery Fleur. Then we have my brighter glosses here. Lawless Daisy Pink, Milani Bear Pink. Then the new one from Buxom, which is Strawberry White Sangria. Then Buxom Creamsicle and Frose. Then we have my nail polishes. I have a nude option, a peach option, and then everything else is like mint blue and purple, my fave colors. And my nude option is, I have a lot of kale polish here, which is no longer available, unfortunately, but this is so good. This is Miss Honey. This looks really nice on my skin tone. Just a really pretty like apricot-y nude. Then I've tried so many peaches over the years, and I feel like they either look too pink or too orange. I prefer them to be a little bit more on the pink side, so this one just works perfectly. This is Essie Stones and Roses, and this has a good formula. You know, Essie doesn't always, they've gotten more consistent over the years, I would say. And then moving on to my more greens. This first one is from Lights Lacquer, which is Kathleen's new brand. This is Secret Garden, which is like a super white-based pastel sagey green. And I'm no color expert, so I'm sorry if any of my descriptions offend you. So then I've got 3 more Essies to showcase. This first one is new. I'm wearing it today. This is Essie Flight of Fantasy. Then we have Blossom Dandy and Where's My Chauffeur. So a little brighter, more blue, more green, more pastel, like more of like a dusty pastel blue. You don't need them all, but I have them all. Then this is like the greenest green that I have. This is from 90 Lacquer, the shade Budding, a really pretty hollow green. It's like a little bit more of like a yellow green. Then moving on to blues, I have 2 more from 90 Lacquer. This one is Let It Rain. This one is Robin's Egg. And then I have this blue, which is I Believe in Manicures from the Breakfast at Tiffany's collection, although this is not the Tiffany's blue. The Tiffany's blue is actually much more green. And I would say it's not even China Glaze for Audrey. I would say Aquadelic from China Glaze is the closest from what I've seen. I think the original color is trademarked, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway, here's some very pretty blues. Now I have some blues that kind of merge into the purples. So, ooh, these are so pretty. So we have got Lights Lacquer Blue Moon, Kale Polish St. Clair, and Lights Lacquer Moon River. And then similarly, this one is one of my favorites from OPI in You're Such a Budapest. So this is a purple periwinkle instead of being more blue. It's more purple. Then we've got 2 other really similar polishes. This one is from Lights Lacquer in Nebula from the Xenon collection. And then we have Kale Polish Charmed. So you can see how similar they are. And then a really pretty purple is June 2016 from 90 Lacquer. So guys, I know that was so many products, but I'm super excited to use these things this season. Some of them for the first time. Again, some of these are favorites I'll just be excited to wear again. I would love to hear your go-to colors for the season. Are you stereotypical like me? We love your pastels. You love your pastels. Or do you like something else? I would love to hear what specific products you love, what colors you love. I'd love to hear your thoughts on my picks. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.